Hey, what's up guys? This is Mr. Chris with Infotainment.com. Today we're going to be changing out some fog lights on this 2017 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Let's do it. All right, so we got 3 different variations of fog lights here. These are different options. This is a chromed back LED version. We have the black inner housing LED version, essentially the same thing. Both of those use the factory Toyota bezel that comes with your SR5 or SR. And we have the rigid version, which you need to get the rigid bezel for it. These are also LED, and these are the ones that we're going to be putting in today. All right, so what you're gonna need for the fog light replacement, it's a pretty easy job. You're just gonna need a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver, a 10mm wrench or socket, whatever you wanna use. It's just one 10mm that you're gonna be removing, and a light. So to start, there is a clip here. You're just going to rotate that slightly to the side, and then you can pop that guy right out. If you're accident prone, make sure to wear safety equipment. And once you get that little clip out, on the bottom underneath, you got a single 10mm screw that you're gonna have to pull out. Then you're just gonna rip away or peel away your fender liner, just enough so you can reach your arm in there and get to the back of the fog light housing. Yeah, so right behind the fog light, you're going to have a clip, and to the right of the fog light on the right side and to the left of the fog light on the left side, you got a single screw holding that light in. And right now I am using the force to get this light out. Here's that single screw, and you kind of just wiggle the light out of there. This is the clip for the fender board liner. Yeah, so on the back of the fog light housing here, you just have a single screw holding this in. Once you pull that out, these two are just kind of slid into some slots that are in the bumper there, and here's your light. This is what you just depress that little clip on there and pull that light harness right off of there. So on the bezel here, you just have a few clips around that bezel that you'll have to depress. And I'll show those once I get this off. All right, essentially you just got these right here sitting in some little slots in the bumper there. And all you're doing is pressing these down and then pushing this out, and pressing it down and pushing it out. And some may not like what you're trying to do to it, so they'll bend and get all weird. If you're not gonna reuse it like we aren't, you don't have to be so careful. I've seen some people stick their arms from up top behind the headlight and try to force this out. And I've seen other people try to stick screwdrivers back here and pry off that bezel. And what they end up doing is they're scratching up or screwing up the paint on their bumper. Getting it from the back is really the best way to do that without doing any kind of damage on your car, or on your truck rather. All right, so when you pull out the fog light, on the back of the factory fog light, on both of them actually, on the back of the fog light it shows what side it is, which is right. We'll grab the rigid fog light, also says right on there, and it has the direction aiming up, so you know you're not gonna get that upside down accidentally. All right, then this one is actually a lot easier to get back in that opening in your bumper there. You get those same 2 slots, and you get a better view of it here. They just slide right into the bumper there. Once that's resting in there, you can take your single Phillips screw and put it back in the hole that you removed it from. Grab your Phillips and tighten her up. And now you can plug in the little harness back there. It'll only go on one way, so you can't get it wrong. There we go. And now with the bezel, this one goes on a little different just because it hangs over a little bit more than the other one did. So you're gonna wanna start from the outside. Make sure you get it around that plastic there, and it should just snap right in. All right, and we're gonna repeat these same steps to the other side of the vehicle, and just make sure to replace everything that you pulled out on the back side of your fender liner there. All right, so there you have it. We just finished up the install with these rigid fog lights into our 2017 Toyota Tacoma. And you can see the output difference from the OEM halogen headlights to those really nice LED fog lights. Stay tuned in a future episode. We're gonna be changing these out to some TRD Pro headlights. You don't wanna miss that. All right, you can find upgrades like this and many more at Infotainment.com. Make sure to check us out.